Hi YouTube family! I'm so excited because I was working on something late last night and a little bit this morning to work on my custom whimsical design I want to have on the stair risers of the deck. I still have a lot more work on the actual deck to do, but because the rain was about to come, I thought I might as well just make progress on this fun aspect of the deck. To be honest, I was a little tired of rolling paint, so this was just a good way to keep me motivated to finish the project. But I want to show you where I'm at for this. I think they look so cute, so I'm dying to hear what you think of them. So obviously I still have lots of painting on the stair treads and railings and everything to do, but here is the top step. I decided to do horses and sunflowers, my favorite. And of course I added the E in the middle for our last name initial English. And then I did the middle step here. I did the larger sunflower in the middle instead of the E. And then I did the same for the lower. So now I need to cut them so that they're into place and like level them because I have the stripes. I want to make sure that they are perfectly level. And we need to clear coat these so that they stay really fresh. So you can see this one's just, the bottom one here is just sat into place. So I need to obviously brad nail. These are not installed. I just set them there on the angle so that you could see what they look like. But I'm loving the green. I'm so happy I went with that. I was gonna do white, but I think this looks so much better. And then remember my door is gonna be green. So I've taken them off of the stairs here so that I can do a clear coat, and I'm going to use this matte Rust-Oleum clear. This is going to give it a protecting coat. I'm probably gonna do a whole bunch of coats before I actually install them. And of course, finish my stairs first. So I have been painting for the last couple of hours. Philip got the rest of the coating on the deck boards all complete, so we have all of the coats on. I'm gonna do just a little bit of, touching up around the outside for that. But other than that, that portion of the project is complete. Boy, this takes so much longer than you ever imagined. You don't realize how big your deck is until you have to start restoring it. And then you're like, wow, we have a huge front deck. But I want to show you where I'm at for the side portion here by the stairs, which is what I've been focusing on the most today. Not in all the way, just want to see it. So I have the top piece, it's again just leaning there. I've painted the white of the railings, the steps, the backs of the steps. I'm just working on the sides of the stairs right now, and I think it's looking really good. Happy that that is finally like enclosed in. And then remember, we are going to be painting around the perimeter of the bottom of the house here, which goes around the other side of the house as well. That will be white, so it's going to just, well, white or the gray. I haven't actually decided yet. So that's going to just look clean and put together there. And then you can see I've done my other coats here. So now I need to do another coat of white along the bottom. You can see it's really soaked in now that it's been a couple of days, but I wanted to make sure that those were adhered strongly and that they were put together properly. So I'm a little nervous to get these on because I don't want them to break. And of course I don't want to wreck my project. one's on. I'll brad nail it in a second. Shape this one a little bit. Maybe that one can go on the bottom. Oh yes. Okay, I had the wrong one. It's like I thought I already measured them. Okay, in place, and then this one has to get leveled on the bottom. Here I have my stair risers on. What I'm gonna do is put a dark piece of brown trim along the bottom here just to like finish it off, because there's one support piece right there on the bottom right that I'm not really loving that it's there, but it has to be there. So I'm going to just put a little piece of or maybe even just a green trim around the bottom so you can't even see that it's there. But so far, I really love the way that that turned out. I'm gonna do some obviously cleaning up of the landscaping and all of my supplies over here, and I have like paint chips from the deck everywhere. I have such a big mess from this project, but so worth it. Look at how nice this looks. So I decided to do the E on the top, and then I've just lined up all the centers as they go down. And then I did the sunflowers on the bottom portion. And when my bushes have like the little white flowers on them, it's going to look so pretty. Literally, it's going to look so beautiful. I need to crawl underneath this bush here and paint this white board that I couldn't reach from the bush. I was just trying not to squish it because it's trying to blossom. And then I'm ready to do my next coats of white. I need to do all of the white paint. Everything you see that's white needs a second coat, which I'm probably going to do off camera because that's not very exciting. And you've seen me paint white lots of times, but it definitely needs another coat. That's what we're looking at right here. The chicken tractor looks so cute on the lawn. And you can see I have paint chips everywhere, so we need to rake all this up. But all of this needs another coat of the white paint. So I'm really happy with how the deck project is working so far, and hopefully this video will inspire you to fix up an old deck or porch that you have. Again, this is going to be rebuilt down the road probably about a year or so from now, maybe 2 years, and I don't really want to spend time or extra money renting a sander, 4 hours one way, 4 hours back, like all the extra expenses. And so I just want this to look better for now. I chose a different paint than I used last time. I did as much prep work as this old deck would allow, because honestly there's a few boards that could use some replacing. But to spend the money right now is just kind of pointless. And so we're just making it look better for now and adding a little bit of this custom detail, which I can always take off later. It's just a couple of brad nails. So if I want to save it and put it onto something later, I can if we ever tear down this deck. But I think adding that little custom element really just brings like a welcoming vibe to the staircase, and that will bring you then up to the front door, which I'll be doing a few things on as well. So I think that's going to look so nice in the end. Let me know what you think of it. It was literally a $15 project at most, if you count like all of the extra paint, loose end paint that I had left from other projects, and the 1x6. I only used one 1x6 to be able to do that, which was about a $6 board. So honestly, using what I had, it really only cost me about $6 in tax after everything. I think it makes a big impact on the staircase. So hopefully that will inspire you to do something like this with your own stair treads. Maybe you have a porch, or even just a few steps into a shed, or maybe even your staircase in your house. This could look so cute in your own pattern and your own vibe. You could even purchase reusable stencils online, or you can hand paint it like I did. If you have a Cricut or something, that will obviously be an aid to you, but this is just all freehand and it turned out great. And I'm really happy with it. So don't feel like you have to be an amazing painter to be able to paint things by hand. No one's really looking at this super up close, so it doesn't have to be perfect, nor does yours. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the stair risers and of the deck project so far. I will be back tomorrow for another episode. I love you, and we will see you tomorrow.